All right, so I hope you guys are having a phenomenal night, day. If not, do understand and get is going to get better once your perception gets better. And so I just felt like coming on here, okay? It's so funny how when we don't agree with someone or agree with a thing, that we tend to say this thing is evil, is voodoo, is whatever, right? And it really comes from a lack of ignorance. It comes from really, not understanding. Okay, and we tend to things that we don't understand, instead of getting more information on it, we just dismiss it. And so this comes from the video that I did earlier. I posted on my page. Uh, I believe it was yesterday. And basically, that video is from 2 years ago, I believe. And it was on Facebook that I originally posted the video. And I talked about in the video the universe, okay? So some of you guys have been rocking out to me for a minute, whether, you started watching me on Facebook. I was doing Facebook Lives, 6 years now, 5.5 years, something like that. And then, I started actually off on YouTube and then went to Facebook. Now I'm here. So just because you don't understand it, it does not mean that that thing does not work for someone else. Okay. And one of the things that I started having to do was I had to have an open mind, okay? Because if you have a closed mind, you are closing out information because you so biased based upon what you've been programmed to believe, right? For a long time, I believed that God was the only one, or God was the one that was going to fix my life. Although there's laws in this here universe that governs our lives, okay? And nobody can change that, all right? And so some of the things that I had to start realizing was God wasn't putting the stuff on my plate. I actually was putting the stuff on my plate due to my belief systems. And if I continuously think the same, I will continuously get the same. And there's nothing voodoo-ish about that. Okay? Honey, you call it what you want to. You can say it's voodoo. Okay? You can say it's hoodoo. You can say it's doo-doo. But the fact of the matter remains the same. Okay? We become what we constantly think about. Okay? And so in a video, when I said, you do this one thing, the universe is going to fulfill your desires, I still stand by it, and I still mean exactly what I say. Okay? If you constantly think that you are a nobody, if you constantly think and you want to know how you are know you really feel that you're a nobody, is by the things that you tend to do, the people you tend to socialize with, the people that you tend to be around, okay? The environments that you tend to attend and be a part of. That's how you know, or you will see that you really think that you not any better, okay, than what you constantly being around. All right? I knew a person. This person, they used to tell me that they used to like being around people that was alcoholics, and people that was alcoholics, and people that they felt that was beneath them, because they had such a low self-esteem about themselves. So when they got around other people that appeared to not have, like the healthiest upbringing, or didn't have the same things probably this other person had. But this person had a low self-esteem about themselves. So that's why they will put themselves in environments where, as though they felt like they had to be the person that was like the best out of the whole group. Okay? Because they had a low self-esteem about themselves. One of the things that you have to understand is, and the biggest trick that was played on us, is that we feel like Somebody else is in control of our lives. Okay? You can believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to put my beliefs on anyone. I just share my journey and I share what worked for me. And I'm going to keep on sharing it to inspire others. Okay? All right? And so, one of the things that I had to start realizing was that I am in control of my reality. Okay? I have the ability to change my life. Spirituality, okay, is nothing more than you just being authentic to you. That's it. You get into the highest version of yourself, all right? Know thyself, okay? Is you being authentic to yourself. And it's not like judgmental, like, oh, well, because I was a part of religion, okay? I was a part of a few religions. And what I seen in those religions was it was based upon fear, okay? And since it was based upon fear, I felt like, oh, I can't do this because if I do this, then ups, I'm going to hell, okay? And so that took away from me learning lessons that I probably need to learn in order for me to damn evolve. Amani, go. In order for me to start evolving, okay? And so certain things that I've gone through, right? It pushed me to spirituality, me getting to understand about myself, me getting to understand about spirituality, me getting to understand that I am the creator of my reality, me getting to understand that I am the one that's creating all of this due to my perception, due to my beliefs, which is nothing more than habitual thinking. The same thoughts that I keep on thinking, that is creating my reality. And so when I make a video about manifestation, honey, you manifesting each and every day. If you want to say it's voodoo, hoodoo, doodoo, I don't care what you call it. But the truth of the matter is that you are creating your reality. The truth of the matter is that you can say it's voodoo all you want to, but the fact still remains the same. You become what you think about. If you keep on thinking about certain things and then you say, well, God is the one, if God didn't want me to go through this, then God wouldn't never allowed it. Stop putting the blame and the shame and name, all right, on these deities instead of saying and taking accountability and responsibility instead of saying, you know what? It's me. I'm the one that's putting this stuff on my plate. And how are you putting the stuff on your plate? May you ask? The way you putting the stuff on your plate is due to your upbringing. Okay? Whatever it is that you seen as a child, okay, that is what you have going on in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, it does not know the difference between fantasy or reality. Whatever you have accepted as a kid and believe that is truth, and that's why you get the results that you get, because you believe that that's really the way life is supposed to be lived. Like I said before, so long I used to believe and think God was the one that was putting the stuff on my plate because I heard it so often. I had heard it so much that, oh, God isn't going to put anything on your plate that you can't bear. And so I would say, well, you know what? I got to tolerate this. I got to tolerate the disrespect. I got to tolerate, I gotta be nice because God ain't gonna put nothing on my plate that I can't bear until I start understanding that yes, I am God. Okay, God in the sense of the creator of my darn reality. Okay, yes, and so I understand. Okay, my content is not for everyone, and I do understand and get that. But one of the things that you have to understand is this: your life is not finna change because you cry or because you throwing scripture around and you constantly doing the same exact thing. You know when your life is going to change? Your life is going to change when you change. Your life is going to change when you start understanding that you are in fact the creator of your reality. If you are going through certain relationships and then you saying, well, God ain't gonna put this, for instance, say you in a relationship. Like I was reading in a book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, okay, by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And in there, it talked about a lady who was attracting effeminate men. Okay, meaning men that she could sort of put in a box. Meaning men that was more in tune with their femininity as opposed of their masculinity, right? So this lady, she was getting divorced, I think, for the second or third time. Okay, now, who do you blame? Who do you say is responsible for that? Oh, that she keep getting divorced, she keep getting married, and then keep on getting divorced. Do you say, oh, it's God that wanted me to go through these experiences, or do you say it maybe perhaps it's something that I'm doing, right? Because as long as you saying it's something outside of you that's creating this reality, which is an illusion, how long your whole life is gonna be your whole life is going to be wrapped upon it. Your life is not finna change. Because you know why? Because you are the type that believe in order for you to get to heaven, your ass is you gotta die. That's what you believe. You believe, and there's nothing wrong with your belief system. Like I said, if it works for you, hey, hooray, it works for you. But what I seen in my life was it didn't work for me, so therefore I had to do something different. And so if your Bible or if the Bible and the religion and stuff like that that you partake in, if it works so well, okay, you don't go on other people platforms and have to like dispute them, or I have to like be in the comments and saying all this stuff. I don't go on religious people platforms and say, "Oh, that's a lie." Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Because I have no right. I was part of religion too. I have no right to tell somebody what they're practicing it doesn't work. Just because it didn't work for me, that doesn't mean that it doesn't work for them. Everybody walk of life is different. Everybody journey is different. Okay? And when we start realizing that all of us are not the same, okay? We don't all have to believe in the same thing, but we can get along without believing in the same exact thing, okay? And with that being said, I love you guys. Peace.